A bizarre mystery unfolding in a Boston neighborhood. Dozens of birds dead on the sidewalks, and no one knows why.
In a disconcerting sight, dead birds falling out of the sky. I'm David Wade.
I'm Lisa Hughes. The bodies of as many as 40 birds fell to the ground, and investigators are trying to figure out quickly what is going on.
And this is really bizarre because residents in this nice little neighborhood near Upham's Corner came out this morning and they found dead birds or lethargic birds around, and not just any kind. There weren't sparrows or pigeons. There were only grackles. So with City Inspectional Services, the Animal Rescue League of Boston, trying to figure out what's going on around here.
And it wasn't just that species of bird that was overcome. One resident's cat also fell ill and had to be euthanized.
We don't know what's going on.
So the Animal Rescue League of Boston and Inspectional Services were trying to figure it all out.
So we're not sure what's going on, if there's an environmental toxin or if there's something that's some disease that's being spread around the birds.
There was no sign of people feeding birds and no sign of poison. So right now, it's a big mystery.
In El Reno over reports of wild birds dying by the dozens.
His trained eye spotting something foul in El Reno.
I stepped on something, and when I looked down, I saw it was a dead bird. And throughout the day, I kept seeing more and more dead birds.
On seemingly every block, he'd find dead grackles and starlings, their numbers growing by the minute.
I looked over this hill, and there was like 15, maybe 16 dead birds all under the same tree.
It's both natural and it is concerning because we're not used to seeing birds in that number.
It was too strange just to ignore like that.
Three there, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can't even begin to count. Clearly, something is off to kill these fish.
As people pass.
Oh wow, there's a dead crab too.
It's hard not to notice. The Baltimore Harbor waterkeepers have been alarmed since last week.
It was really one of the worst algae blooms that I've ever seen in the harbor.
A 71-year-old man shot while working in his lawn. It is a chilling reminder of a city already in crisis.
It's just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you're not even safe in your own yard.
The unbelievable video, another sign of the record-breaking violence plaguing some parts of Chicago.
It's not a police issue, it's a society issue.
At 6:02, a case of incest out of Duncan now has mother and daughter behind bars.
Today, Patricia and Misty Spann are both in jail on allegations of an incestuous marriage. Now, Patricia is 43, her biological daughter, Misty, 25. Their relationship was discovered last month by investigators with the Department of Human Services.
Police say she admitted she and her daughter hit it off right away. Police say this isn't the first time Patricia Spann married one of her children. She married her son. They were married for 2 years.
On Fox, this story is a little bit out there. The story about a man turned dragon lady born in Phoenix, now living outside of Houston, Texas.
But we want to warn you that what we're about to show you might be a little upsetting for some members of your family. It's not makeup or special effects. This is a real person.
My name is Eva Tiamat Baphomet Medusa, also known as the Dragon Lady.
Or for short, you can call her Tiamat.
Tiamat is the Akkadian 5-headed dragon.
And a legitimate question is, what is the Dragon Lady's preferred pronoun?
I really prefer to be called an it, just like a snake.
Besides transforming itself into a dragon, Tiamat is also a transsexual.
Getting rid of my male genitalia, which I haven't done yet. It's on the chopping block.
But how does one become a dragon? According to Tiamat, it's slowly, through body modification.
My first modifications towards my reptilian transformation were my horns. In the year 2000, I got my third set of horns, which is what I have now.
But Tiamat says everyone is going to have to get used to who it is.
I think humans need to be nicer to one another and to really just accept each other for what they are.
It's not an illness that you hear about very often these days. 2 possible cases of leprosy at Riverside Elementary School has parents now pulling their kids from class.
Health officials say leprosy is extremely rare. They've seen the gruesome pictures showing how the bacterial infection can cause horrific lesions on the skin if untreated.
Now, health officials say a superbug has been found in South Carolina. The bacteria is resistant to all antibiotics, even those last resort drugs.
A mutated strain of lice is spreading across the country right now, including here in Southwest Florida. The so-called super lice is shown to be resistant to over-the-counter treatments.
It's not just children, but adults getting them now too. They're becoming even more resistant to traditional treatments.
Super lice are spreading and becoming even stronger.
We have noticed that the resistance is higher. Sometimes they are, after we prescribe a certain shampoo, they're not working and they're coming back, and we're having to give them a second option or second treatment.
Health officials warn they're running out of ways to treat gonorrhea. This as the number of cases are steadily increasing.
It's a sexually transmitted disease that's outpacing treatments that just can't keep up.
It's mutating. It's scary, so you just have to protect yourself and use condoms.
Gonorrhea is getting trickier to treat. The disease has outgrown so many drugs, there's only one left.
So gonorrhea is really specialized in adapting itself to be drug resistant. Syphilis is an STD that's been around for a long time, and it's still sensitive to the very first antibiotic, penicillin. Gonorrhea used to be treated with penicillin, but now over the years, every drug that we try, it kind of changes itself.
Health officials all over the world have been advised to treat gonorrhea the same way.
Joe, thank you. Parents, listen up. Your children will have their fingers scanned in your next visit to Walt Disney World.
It's part of a ticket verification process for children between the ages of 3 and 9. The system scans the finger and converts the image into a unique numerical value tied to the ticket.
Parents are angry they weren't even notified. It's part of a change in how students pay for school lunches this year. Instead of a card or PIN number, they scan their finger to pay. Good evening. Thanks for being with us, everybody. I'm Steve Dunn.
And I'm Deborah Knapp.
That is a huge violation of our privacy. You have to get a signature to even use my child's picture for anything. And I think using their fingerprint for anything, you would definitely need a signature for that too.
Artificial intelligence isn't that far away. In fact, it's inching closer and closer to you. The technology is getting better every day though, and it may not be long before it's good enough to recognize stars on TV long before you do.
We put who they are, but we could also put, why they're there, what film they're in, and so you could get more information fed to you live video.
Within 2 years, Sighthound even expects to see cameras in kids' toys, promoting more intelligent interaction. So even if you won't be the first in line to get devices with facial recognition, before long, it may be like so many other technologies, where you won't have a choice.
I'm not just your friend, I'm your BFF.
Well, West Point taking some heat tonight for a video showing the school's head football coach leading his players in prayer.
The athletic director took the video down because it was clear that
when some of the complaints started coming in, it was offensive to people. So why do we want to put a video that's going to be offensive to people on and keep it up there? You know, it's just like grinding salt into the wound, and you know, so people would criticize we took the video down, but we don't want to be offensive to people that are out there. You know, so maybe 90% of the people supported the prayer, but when you look at it from a legal basis, and from a legal standpoint, and then you look at it from a leadership standpoint, there were some concerns, and I think they're valid concerns.
Head coach Jeff Monken delivered a congratulatory speech.
Winning's tough, but you know what? We got a tough damn football.
But afterward, Monken reportedly gestured for the team to kneel in prayer to Jesus.
Our responsibility as leaders is to build inclusive teams, where everybody on our team feels that they are a valued member of the team, that they feel safe and secure, and that they feel that they are a contributing member.
Stand firm in your faith, be courageous, be strong. 1 Corinthians 16:13, which meaning that we all just need to stand firm, you know. The whole school came together today.
O'Donnell High School junior Katie Grubin explains what she posted on Facebook following the 10 Commandments at her school being covered up. Just one of hundreds of posts from students sharing their reaction, which sparked a community-wide conversation.
It's one of the big things that O'Donnell's known for, is for keeping their faith strong no matter what.
But the students took that frustration and turned it into a movement.
Because of this, students have put verses on sticky notes and just around the hallways and stuff, so 2 verses and commandments they've been complaining about turned into 70 more verses.
They have shown the kind of people that they are. They believe in the 10 Commandments and they want to stand up for it.